how's it going? So for today's video, we're going to be doing a tutorial on this look. This is just a simple look with a little bit of glam that you can wear to the movies, you can wear on a regular day out, you can wear on a date, just depending how much makeup you want to apply. You can wear this just about anywhere. It's very natural, very simple look, so I hope you guys enjoy, and if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into it. I've already put moisturizer on, primer, and I've already done my eyebrows. So to get started, the first thing that I like to do is I like to grab this MAC concealer, and I just grab a little bit on my finger, and I like to put it on my eyelids just to prime everything. There's no point of spending a lot of money on a eyeshadow primer when you can just use a concealer and double it as a primer. Okay, so now that I've primed my eyelids, I'm just gonna grab a big fluffy brush, and today I'm gonna be using the Tarte Lip palette. This is basically the palette that I use every day. I'm just gonna grab right here, I'm gonna grab Charmer, and I'm just gonna pat that all over my lid. Okay, for the second shade, I'm going to be adding Smarty Pants here just in the crease. So I'm gonna put this in the crease and I'm gonna really blend. And a trick for you guys is if you grab it at the end, you're not pushing so hard. So if you have it here and you're holding it like a pencil, you're gonna be pushing hard. But if you grab it at the end of the brush like this, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to blend because you're not gonna be able to push as hard. So we're just gonna let that blend in. Just lightly blend it. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other eye. So again, grabbing Smarty Pants. I'm just going to put my hair back a little bit, and we're going to blend this. Alright, then just grabbing a thin little brush like this. I'm just using one from e.l.f. We're going to grab Firecracker here and just really get some on there on the brush, and then you're going to just pat it in the middle of your eye. We're going to do that to the same thing to the other eye, just to add a little bit of shimmer. I feel like shimmer really makes your eyes pop a little more. Okay, then we're going to grab Leader here. I'm just gonna grab a tiny little brush and I'm gonna pat that in there. And this is very pigmented, you guys, so be careful. We're just gonna kind of line the lash line a little bit. So now that that's done, we're going to grab one of these little brushes. It's kind of like the Artiste brushes, but I just got a really cheap set for like $20 on Amazon. So I'm just gonna grab this and we're gonna really blend out that lash line. Okay, so that's it for the eyes, for the eyeshadow. I don't like to add too much just because this is just a simple everyday look. So I just curled my eyelashes, and my favorite mascara to use is any waterproof mascara from the Maybelline line. Right now I'm obsessed with the Falsies Volume Express waterproof mascara. So I'm just gonna apply this to my lashes. And one trick that I like to do is I like to always put my mirror below me and then look down and do it, because then you don't get any of the mascara on your eyelid. I also like to put the mascara on first before I do my eyeliner, because I noticed that when I curl my eyelashes after I do my eyeliner, then I always smudge it and it doesn't look as nice and sharp. So I always do my mascara first and then my eyeliner. Okay, so now that we've applied our first layer of mascara, we're gonna let our mascara just dry for a minute, and in the meanwhile we're gonna apply our foundation. My two favorite foundations are the MAC Pro Longwear foundation and the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet foundation. These are both really good foundations. They're both this one's mattifying, this is a little bit more full coverage, but since we're going for a natural just everyday look, I'm gonna use the Matte Velvet today. My favorite way to apply foundation is by grabbing one of these Artiste dupe brushes, and this is just a cheap brush from Amazon. And so I'm gonna grab this brush, and then I also like to apply some of my Urban Decay All Nighter spray, and I'll just spray that on there, and then it kind of just helps it set the face a little bit better. And then I have a little bit of foundation on my finger here, and I'm just going to tuck my hair back and just a kind of spot where I normally put it. We're just gonna blend this in very lightly. Sorry, I'm looking up. My mirror is up there. And now that we have it all blended out with the brush, I'm gonna grab a damp beauty blender and just make sure that there's no lines, because sometimes if you're using a brush, it can really cause strides on your face. So I don't like that. So we're just gonna go ahead and make sure it's just really, really well blended all the way up to the hairline. That's the trick, is you need to get all the way to the hairline, down the neck, behind the ears. Today for concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I like to just put kind of like a triangle just to brighten things up, and I always go a couple shades lighter than my actual skin tone, just to, like I said, to brighten things up, making myself look a little more awake. Okay, so we're just going to blend this out. If you guys want to see how I get my eyebrows like this, or what I do to them, how I maintain them, when I get my eyebrows done, just let me know and I can do that. So now that our concealer is blended and our foundation is on, we're going to be going in with the Ben Nye banana powder, and I'm just going to use this on my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna kind of dab where I want to like just set things a little bit better and bake a little bit. I just know that I get very oily during the day sometimes, but if I do this, then it kind of helps control it. So now that that's baking, we're just gonna go back to the eyes and apply our mascara to our bottom eyelashes. Okay, so I'm really, really bad at doing my bottom eyelashes, but I think that came out okay. So now that we're done with our bottom eyelashes, we're going to just do one more coat of the top eyelashes. So so now that we're done with the eyes, we're gonna go back to the face. My favorite brush to use is the e.l.f., just this little flat top kind of kabuki brush, and we're just going to wipe away all the baking that we did earlier. And just to make sure that everything's set a little bit more, I'm going to take my MAC Studio Fix powder, and I'm going to use the same brush, and we're just going to dab it in there. It gives you such a flawless finish. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it makes everything look so nice. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do after we've already set our face is we're just going to grab a bronzer or a contour kit. I just like to use this Chocolate Soleil by Too Faced, and this is in medium deep matte bronzer. And I'm taking this Real Techniques little brush here. It's the Expert Face Brush. Okay, so now that our face is all blended, I just like to grab a little bit that's just whatever is left over on my brush and just kind of shade my nose a little bit. Just because I don't want it to look too harsh. So I just use whatever is left over. And again, I don't have a favorite blush either, so if you guys know of one that you really like and you're kind of my skin tone, just comment down below and let me know. I'm really looking for one. I've never had a blush that I really liked. So for blush lately, I've been just using this little duo thing that I got at Sephora. I just kind of blend the two together. I'm not really a big blush person, so it doesn't really matter. So I just kind of put a little bit on my cheekbone here, and then I very lightly go up here on my apple of my cheek. And then sometimes I like to put a little bit on my nose just to add a little bit of warmth and color to my face. Okay, so for the last part of my face, I'm going to be using the setting brush by Real Techniques and Champagne Pop. And I'm just going to highlight my cheekbone. Okay, so now that I've applied my highlighter, I'm just going to go back with my blush brush or any fluffy brush you can use, and I'm just going to blend that out. Okay, and for the last step, I'm going to be applying my liquid lipstick, and I'm using Dolce K by Kylie Cosmetics. So we're going to start off by lining our lips first. So I like to overline just a little bit. And I found that if you use the lipstick to actually prime your lip instead of just lining it, then it helps the liquid lipstick apply much smoother and it helps it last a lot longer. So now we're just going to take the lipstick and apply that. Okay guys, thanks for watching. That's all for this look today. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you're going to try out this look. If you do try it out, make sure to tag me on Instagram or tweet it to me. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be back with more videos.